Aging is more than just the inevitable transformation of our bodies. It's a profound shift in the way we perceive ourselves, our relationships, and the world around us. As we step into our later years, we're met with raw truths that challenge the comforting illusions of youth. These realizations may be difficult, but they hold the potential to empower us with a sense of clarity, resilience, and authenticity. In today's video, we'll uncover 7 transformative tips designed to help you navigate the intricate challenges of aging with dignity, self-respect, and peace of mind. These aren't sugar-coated affirmations or fleeting motivational quotes. They're actionable insights rooted in the reality of growing older. Each of these tips is carefully crafted to reshape how you approach life in your golden years. You'll discover how to protect yourself from those who might exploit your vulnerabilities, ensuring your emotional and financial safety. The power of prioritizing your needs above societal expectations and family obligations, reclaiming control of your happiness. Strategies to break free from toxic relationships, no matter where they stem from, be it long-standing friendships or family ties. The art of letting go of past regrets, embracing the wisdom and freedom that come with age, and living with renewed purpose. These insights are more than lessons. They're tools for cultivating authentic joy and fulfillment. If you're ready to redefine what it means to age gracefully, this video is essential viewing. If you haven't already, subscribe and activate the notification bell to ensure you never miss a future video. Your support means the world to me and fuels the creation of valuable content tailored to your needs. If you find this video meaningful, don't hesitate to like, comment, and share it with others who may benefit from these life-changing insights. Share your thoughts below. Comment 1 if you enjoyed the topic, and 0 if you think there's room for improvement. I value your feedback and am committed to providing even better content in the future. Get ready to unlock the secrets to living a life of purpose, authenticity, and joy in your golden years. Together, we'll transform challenges into opportunities and make the most of this incredible chapter of life. Let's dive in. This might sound like simple advice, but as we age, it carries profound significance. The longing for companionship can grow stronger with time. Loneliness often becomes a silent companion, making us yearn for meaningful connections and the warmth of people who bring light into our lives. However, this very desire can leave us vulnerable, opening doors to those who may not have our best interest at heart. As we grow older, we may find ourselves more empathetic, more willing to believe in the goodness of others. Yet there are those who recognize this and exploit it, using our kindness and trust as tools for their benefit. Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to appear only in your most vulnerable moments? They might offer comfort and support when you're struggling, but vanish as soon as things are going well. It's as if they thrive on your need for them, deriving satisfaction or gain from your difficulties. These individuals may not be in your life to give. They're there to take. Sometimes it's financial support or favors. Other times, it's a subtler form of control, an emotional advantage that leaves you drained. It's painful to realize that not everyone who smiles at you values you for who you are. This isn't a call to shut yourself off from the world or to live in constant suspicion. It's about cultivating discernment. Learning to trust doesn't mean blindly opening your heart to everyone. It means observing patterns, listening to your instincts, and recognizing when someone's actions don't align with their words. Start by setting boundaries both for yourself and others. Protect your peace, your stability, and your self-respect. Saying no when something feels off isn't selfish. It's essential for preserving your well-being. By being mindful, you create space for the right people, those who genuinely care for you and lift you up rather than drain your energy. As we age, the quality of our relationships matters far more than the quantity. Imagine looking back on your later years with a sense of peace, surrounded by a handful of people who truly value you. Wouldn't that be more fulfilling than countless shallow connections? True friends and family will understand and respect your boundaries. They'll show up for you consistently, not just when it's convenient or beneficial for them. Take the time to observe how people behave over the long term. Are they present in both your struggles and your triumphs? Do their actions align with their words? Trust is a gift, one that should be given with care. By being mindful of who you allow into your space, you're not just protecting yourself, you're also ensuring that the relationships in your life are built on genuine respect and mutual care. If this resonates with you, let me know by commenting 1 below. Your engagement helps me continue sharing valuable insights like these. Remember, while companionship is a universal desire, it's the quality of those connections that truly enriches our lives. Trust wisely, question motives, observe patterns, and fiercely protect your peace. When you do this, you'll create a life surrounded by relationships that nourish your soul and bring you joy, an invaluable gift for your golden years. The second essential tip: reclaim your life. Stop living solely to please others. Let's face it, stepping away from the need to please others, especially family, is one of the hardest truths to accept. It feels uncomfortable, even selfish at first, to admit that living for the happiness of others has left you depleted. But let me ask you this. After years, perhaps decades, of putting everyone else's needs above your own, why does that nagging sense of emptiness remain? We often equate endless sacrifice with love, believing that bending to the wishes of our children, grandchildren, and spouses is a noble calling. And while love involves giving, there's a line where giving becomes losing, a loss of identity, of dreams, and of the very joy that life is meant to offer. Think about the expectations placed on you. These aren't always spoken out loud, but they're deeply felt. You're expected to be the rock, the constant support system, the endless source of time, energy, and resources. And somehow, instead of lightening with age, these demands only grow heavier, like invisible chains tightening with each passing year. This stage of life should be about reclaiming yourself, your passions, your joy, your dreams, yet the weight of others' expectations can leave you feeling trapped, as though your life is no longer your own. Have you ever paused to ask, who is looking out for me? The truth is, no matter how much you give, there will always be more that others want. Some family members, without even realizing it, begin to see you as a limitless well of support, emotional, practical, or financial. They take without considering the toll it may take on your well-being. They assume your time and energy are theirs to lean on, leaving little thought for the person you are beyond the roles you fulfill for them. What do you receive in return? Often, not much more than a thank you, if that. And when you're the one in need of support, how often are they there for you with the same devotion? It's in these moments you may realize just how much you've sacrificed and how little has been replenished. Here's the truth. Breaking free from these expectations is not selfish. It's survival. It's self-respect. It's recognizing that you deserve happiness and peace just as much as anyone else. There is no shame in stepping back, no guilt in saying, "This is my time now." If the people who truly love and respect you understand, they will celebrate your decision to put yourself first. And if they don't, that's a reflection of their own needs, not your worth. You have given more than enough. Now it's time to focus on receiving. This is your moment to embrace the freedom you've earned. Dust off those dreams you set aside. Take up the hobbies, the travels, or the quiet joys you've been postponing. You don't need permission to seek your own fulfillment. It's your right. Imagine waking up each day unburdened by obligations, free from the weight of others' expectations, and filled with the anticipation of pursuing the things that bring you joy. It's not just a possibility, it's a choice you can make right now. Stop living solely for others. Reclaim your life with pride, not guilt. Recognize the immense value in prioritizing yourself. After all, you've spent a lifetime pouring love, time, and care into the people around you. Isn't it time to pour some of that back into yourself? You deserve a life filled with joy, peace, and fulfillment. This chapter is yours to write, boldly, unapologetically, and with the love and respect for yourself that you've so freely given to others. This is your time. The third tip, do not fear. Distancing yourself from toxic people, even if they're family. For many of us, family is synonymous with loyalty, belonging, and love. It's the foundation of our identity, a bond so deeply ingrained that we're taught it should be unbreakable. But as we walk through life, we realize that not all relationships, family included, are nurturing or healthy. Some can become sources of deep pain, emotional exhaustion, or manipulation. This realization creates an immense inner conflict. On one side, there's the heavy weight of obligation, guilt, and societal expectations whispering that family is everything, that forgiveness and endurance are the ultimate forms of love. On the other side is the voice of your own mental and emotional well-being, crying out for peace and freedom from toxicity. When we are younger, we often tolerate difficult family dynamics in the hope that things will improve. We think there's plenty of time to heal old wounds and mend strained bonds, but as the years pass, we begin to see time for what it truly is, finite and precious. How many times have you endured criticism, manipulation, or disrespect simply because the person was family? Maybe it's a child who takes your love for granted, only reaching out when they need help. Maybe it's a sibling who belittles your choices, or a spouse who has grown distant or unkind. Society loves to romanticize family ties, urging us to endure anything in the name of love. But enduring toxic behavior, whether it's harsh words, emotional manipulation, or neglect, comes at a steep cost: your peace and self-worth. True family is built on a foundation of mutual respect, kindness, and love. When those qualities are absent, maintaining the connection out of guilt or duty becomes a silent act of self-betrayal. Enduring harmful behavior isn't a testament to your strength. It's a reflection of the heavy chains of societal conditioning that tell us we must always forgive, no matter the cost to our own well-being. Imagine a familiar scenario: a relative who drains you emotionally, always needing but never giving, or a relationship defined not by love but by control or guilt. These dynamics can leave you feeling small, unappreciated, or utterly exhausted. And yet the idea of walking away feels unthinkable, because we're taught that family must always come first. But here's the truth: your well-being should always come first. As you grow older, this truth becomes even more vital. These years are not meant to be spent as a silent martyr, enduring mistreatment in the name of keeping the peace. They are meant to be a time of serenity, surrounded by relationships that uplift you, nurture you, and fill your days with joy. Drawing boundaries, or even distancing yourself entirely, is not an act of betrayal. It's an act of reclaiming your life and choosing yourself. It's about recognizing that toxic relationships, even within family, are not a reflection of your worth, but of the other person's inability to treat you with respect. Picture what your life would be like if you set boundaries that protected your peace. Envision days filled with people who truly value you, who respect your time and energy, and who celebrate the person you are. This isn't a selfish dream, it's the life you deserve. Setting boundaries isn't easy. It may mean facing disapproval or criticism from others, but those who genuinely care for you will respect your choices. And those who don't, Their reaction only confirms that their presence in your life was conditional, tied to what they could take rather than what they could give. Distance doesn't mean you don't love someone. It means you love yourself enough to prioritize your happiness and mental health, and in doing so, you create space for the relationships that truly matter, for the people who cherish and uplift you. Every day you have left is precious, and you deserve to spend it in the presence of those who bring you joy, respect, and comfort. Shake off the myth that family always means endless sacrifice and tolerance. Family should be a source of strength, not stress. By choosing to distance yourself from toxicity, you're not abandoning family, you're redefining it. You're choosing to fill your life with relationships that align with your values and your happiness. This is your time to create a life of peace, surrounded by people who truly see your worth. You are worthy of love, respect, and joy. Don't let guilt or fear keep you trapped in relationships that harm your spirit. Trust in your right to peace and know that by setting boundaries you are creating the life you deserve, a life where you are valued, respected, and free. It's never too late to choose happiness, and this chapter of your life is yours to shape. The fourth tip: stop waiting for others to recognize your sacrifices. Take a moment to reflect on your life, the countless times you've placed the needs of others above your own. Whether it was your children, your partner, your parents, or even friends, you likely made sacrifices big and small. You might have given up dreams you once held dear, pushed aside your personal goals, or relinquished opportunities that could have shaped your life differently, all in the hope that one day someone would notice. Perhaps you pictured a moment where they would look at you with heartfelt gratitude, acknowledging your efforts with an outpouring of appreciation and love. It's a comforting thought, isn't it? That one day your sacrifices would be seen, celebrated, and thanked in a way that would make all the hardships feel worthwhile. But here's the hard truth. Life doesn't always work that way. Think about the times you silently hoped for acknowledgement, the late nights spent reflecting on all you've done, replaying the moments where you gave everything you had. Maybe you waited for a word of thanks, a gesture of recognition, or even a simple acknowledgement of your contributions. And yet, how often has that gratitude gone unspoken, leaving an empty void where appreciation should have been? That silence can cut deeply. It may leave you questioning the value of your efforts, your relationships, and even your own worth. When gratitude doesn't come, what often replaces it is a mix of disappointment and resentment. Slowly but surely, that resentment can creep into your heart, souring your connections with others and causing you to relive those sacrifices, not with pride, but with bitterness. The worst part? It can make you question your natural kindness, leaving you to wonder if your selflessness was ever truly worth it. But here's a powerful truth you need to hear. The value of your sacrifices does not depend on someone else recognizing them. Every act of love you've given, every time you put someone else's happiness before your own, reflects the depth of your compassion, your generosity, and your strength. These sacrifices aren't diminished because others failed to notice them. Their worth lies in what they say about you, your unwavering commitment to care, your ability to give without expectation, and your resilience in the face of life's challenges. The key to reclaiming your peace lies in letting go of the need for external validation. When you release the weight of expecting others to acknowledge your efforts, you take back control of your happiness. Imagine the freedom of no longer tying your self-worth to someone else's gratitude. Picture a life where your joy, contentment, and sense of purpose come solely from within. By choosing to let go of unmet expectations, you allow yourself to live with a full heart, unburdened by disappointment. This doesn't mean your sacrifices were meaningless, far from it. In fact, the act of letting go honors the selflessness of your choices. It allows you to take pride in knowing that your efforts came from a place of genuine love and care, not from a desire for recognition or reward. as you grow older, time becomes even more precious. These are the years to focus on living fully, embracing what brings you joy and peace. Now is your opportunity to shift the narrative. Instead of waiting for others to validate your sacrifices, validate them yourself. Acknowledge your own strength, your own generosity, and the profound impact you've had on the lives of others, even if they never say the words you long to hear. Your sacrifices are a testament to your courage and compassion. But now, it's time to shift that compassion inward. Take pride in your journey, not because someone else acknowledged it, but because you know its worth. By choosing to let go of the need for recognition, you reclaim the energy that's been tied to waiting and hoping. You free yourself to live with a lightness of heart and a clarity of purpose. This is your time to embrace life for yourself, to find fulfillment in the beauty of your own story, and to carry forward the quiet strength that has always defined you. You've done enough. You are enough. Let that knowledge be the foundation of your happiness. The fifth tip: stop using your age as an excuse not to change. This truth may be uncomfortable to face, but within that discomfort lies its profound importance. Your age is not a barrier, but an invitation. How often do we let the thought, "I'm too old for that," hold us back? Whether it's trying a new hobby, breaking old habits, embracing new ways of thinking, or even daring to open our hearts again, age too often becomes the convenient wall we hide behind. But let's shatter that illusion, because as long as you are alive, change is always possible. This isn't just a hopeful sentiment. It's a liberating realization. Life doesn't come with a set expiration date on growth, transformation, or adventure. The only limits that exist are the ones we impose on ourselves. Society often reinforces the idea that after a certain age, life is about slowing down, not leveling up. We're led to believe that our character is fully formed, that our stories are already written, and that our chances for change have long passed. But this is a myth, a deeply ingrained but utterly false narrative. When we allow ourselves to buy into this notion, we slip into a state of quiet resignation. We begin to view life through the lens of what's already been rather than what still could be. This mindset robs us of incredible opportunities for joy, passion, and discovery, convincing us to settle for comfort rather than to reach for fulfillment. Here's the truth: your age doesn't limit you. It empowers you. With every passing year, you gain something precious that younger versions of yourself didn't have: wisdom. Your lived experiences, your triumphs, mistakes, heartbreaks, and lessons learned have given you a richer understanding of the world and your place in it. Think of it this way: your younger years were for collecting tools, and now you finally have the toolbox. The insight and resilience you've built over the years make you uniquely equipped to handle challenges and navigate change with confidence and grace. Pause for a moment and think about the dreams you've let go of over the years. How many times did you tell yourself that a certain passion or adventure was meant for someone else, or that it was too late for you? Perhaps it was a skill you always wanted to learn, a place you longed to visit, or a version of yourself you yearned to become. Those missed chances weren't lost because of your age. They slipped away because of the belief that you couldn't pursue them. The heartbreak in realizing this can be overwhelming, but it's also a wake-up call, a reminder that the doors to these opportunities aren't locked. The key lies in shifting your mindset. Imagine what your life could look like if you stopped seeing age as a boundary and started viewing it as a foundation. What if every year you've lived became a stepping stone, lifting you higher toward the life you've always wanted? Yes, change can be intimidating, but think back to all the other phases of your life. From childhood to adolescence, from early adulthood to middle age, every stage brought its challenges, and yet, you grew. Why should this season of life be any different? Why let this be the point where you stop evolving? Whether it's as small as picking up a paintbrush for the first time or as significant as reinventing your lifestyle, the changes you make now carry a depth and meaning that your younger self could never have appreciated. The beauty of transformation later in life is that it's done not to impress anyone, not to meet societal expectations, but purely for you. It's about embracing the things that truly light you up, letting go of what no longer serves you, and stepping boldly into the person you're still becoming. This is a chance to travel to the places you've dreamed of, build the relationships you crave, and explore the passions you've left waiting in the wings. Changing at any age requires courage, but it's important to remember that you've done this before. Every major phase of your life began with uncertainty, and yet you found your way. Now, with the added strength of wisdom, you're even more prepared to take on what's next. It's often said that our biggest limitations exist in our minds. The belief that it's too late is just another mental barrier, a chain that you have the power to break. When you let go of this limiting mindset, you'll discover that your years are not a countdown to an end, but a celebration of all you've lived and all you have yet to experience. Making changes now isn't just possible, it's profoundly rewarding. When you embrace transformation at this stage, it carries a depth of intention and authenticity that can redefine your life. You're no longer changing to fit in, to please others, or to meet external standards. You're changing for yourself, to honor the life you've lived, and to create the life you still want to live. So take a deep breath and let go of the myth that it's too late. Let your years be a badge of honor, proof of your resilience, and a source of strength. Use the wisdom you've earned to propel yourself forward into a future filled with growth, discovery, and joy. Every day is an opportunity. As long as you're here, you have the power to evolve, to learn, and to transform. Let your age be a testament, not to what you've left behind, but to the incredible journey that still lies ahead. Your life is not defined by what's over. It's defined by what's possible. The sixth tip: let go of the past and embrace the present with purpose. As we navigate the journey of life, the past often becomes a comforting sanctuary. The memories of laughter shared, love cherished, and dreams once pursued can feel far more vivid than the moments unfolding before us. Nostalgia has a unique way of wrapping us in its warmth, offering solace during times of uncertainty or change. It's natural to retreat into these memories, especially as we age. They remind us of who we were and the lives we've lived. But while reminiscing can be healing, there's a fine line between cherishing the past and clinging to it as though it were your only refuge. When the past becomes your primary focus, it risks overshadowing the beauty and potential of the present. It's easy to find yourself wistfully saying, "Back in my day, things were better," or, "If only I could return to when I was happier." While this kind of reflection may provide comfort, it can also deceive you into believing your best days are behind you, trapping you in a cycle of longing and comparison. The truth is that holding on to the past too tightly can rob you of the opportunity to live fully in the present. The here and now may not have the same golden glow as your memories, but it's the most real and tangible moment you have. Each time you dwell on what's already gone, you risk losing the chance to create new experiences, discover new joys, and embrace the possibilities that life still holds. Imagine reaching the end of your life, only to realize how much of it you spent looking backward instead of moving forward. Life is not static, it's a dynamic, ever-changing series of cycles, each with its own challenges, blessings, and lessons. The memories of your past are a part of your story, but they are not the entire story. You are more than the sum of your experiences. You are the choices you make and the person you become in each unfolding moment. The present is a blank canvas waiting for you to paint new memories and discover fresh joys. Life still holds surprises, connections, and opportunities for growth if you allow yourself to embrace them. It's natural to feel a pang of sadness for what's been left behind, but don't let that overshadow the beauty of what lies ahead. Every stage of life brings its own unique gifts, even if they aren't immediately obvious. So, take the past as a gentle reminder, a place to visit occasionally, but not to dwell in permanently. Let it inform your journey, but don't let it define your future. Open your heart to the present moment and trust that it holds as much potential for wonder and fulfillment as the memories you treasure. The future may be uncertain, but it is also brimming with possibilities. To live fully is to embrace each day with hope and purpose, to believe that meaning can still be found in the life you're living right now. Let go of the idea that your best days are behind you, and instead, step boldly into the present. Allow yourself to create new memories, forge new connections, and discover the joys that await you. Life is calling you to participate, not just to watch it pass by. Step into it with open arms and a hopeful heart, because your story is still being written and the best chapters may yet be ahead. The seventh tip: moderation in masturbation, cultivating balance and unlocking life's true joys. Masturbation, when practiced occasionally and mindfully, can be a natural and healthy way to explore your body, relieve stress, and connect with your needs. It offers a moment of release and self-awareness, fostering a deeper understanding of yourself. However, when it becomes a daily habit, or worse, a compulsion, it often signals an attempt to escape from deeper issues. Consider this: what drives you to turn to this habit so frequently? For many, it's not about long-lasting joy or fulfillment, but rather a temporary balm for accumulated stress, boredom, loneliness, or frustration. While it might provide fleeting relief, the habit can subtly take root, creating a cycle that drains energy, clouds mental clarity, and deepens feelings of emptiness. Over time, frequent masturbation may isolate you from meaningful connections. Instead of fostering intimacy with others, it can construct an invisible wall, replacing authentic relationships with a self-contained routine. Life, however, is brimming with opportunities for connection, growth, and fulfillment. Imagine the joy of starting your day with a serene morning walk, the escape offered by a captivating book, the thrill of immersing yourself in a creative hobby, or the warmth of sharing a heartfelt conversation with a friend. These alternatives provide nourishment for your mind, body, and soul, offering genuine satisfaction that far surpasses fleeting moments of pleasure. This isn't about demonizing masturbation or advocating for complete abstinence. It's about moderation and cultivating a healthier relationship with yourself. By reducing reliance on this habit, you open the door to experiencing pleasure in new and profound ways, enriching your overall sense of well-being. Moderation empowers you to embrace life's many dimensions of joy. Instead of seeking a quick fix for relief, you can weave pleasure into your daily experiences, from savoring a favorite meal to cherishing the simple beauty of nature. When you're not caught in a compulsive cycle, you'll find yourself more present, more attuned, and more capable of fully engaging with the world around you. This balance isn't about deprivation, it's about expansion. It's about transforming moments of self-reflection into opportunities for growth, creativity, and connection. Through mindful moderation, you can build a rhythm that not only avoids the pitfalls of overindulgence, but also nurtures a richer, more fulfilling life. As we conclude, take a moment to reflect on the insights shared here. Is there one idea that resonates with you, one takeaway that you feel could make a difference in your daily life? If so, share it in the comments below. Your journey toward balance and fulfillment begins with small, intentional changes. If you found value in this discussion, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Together, let's continue exploring paths toward a more balanced and meaningful life. Thank you for being part of this journey, and here's to discovering life's truest joys in ways that uplift and inspire.